sure. The night before Evolution / Saturday Night Main Event / Great American Bash. You get a 3-for-1 deal. Well, 4 if you want to count now, but a foursome WWE event. No, Mommy. This is just what it's like for international folks, Mommy, on Netflix. Ma, that's what they have to deal with in the UK and other places, wherever.
It's a far bigger night out at National Sports Palace. Bridgestone Arena is ready to roar. With gold on the line. One question to ask. Who wants smoke in Nashville? The Street Profits are here to
Not Montez with the cowboy get up again. A QR code. I wish I could have scanned that. And yeah, Jelly Roll totally got skinnier.
Next time you're here, baby. You did? I want to miss my boy. You're here. Yeah. I'm looking forward to tonight, man. Love you, man. Thank you for all the coming back. Yes, sir. Thank you, bro.
4-time Grammy-nominated Jelly Roll is off on Smackdown. Look at this crowd.
Yeah, Mom.
With the Great American Bash, Saturday night's main event, Evolution, but for now.
Oh, yeah. Party starting. Oh man, I wish I had my light stick, but I have it. It's just that I have no batteries for it because my remote control batteries are starting to die down on me, and I feel like they only work in my remote controller, so I'm not taking a chance. And my mom forgot to pick up new batteries at the store today. Too busy mingling with our new neighbors. Hi Mackenzie, welcome back. I finished your drawing. By the way, but I feel like it needs like more things to make it feel more extra. Mommy, for the last time, a Great American Bash is at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Saturday Night Main Event is at 8 o'clock. NXT and the main roster shows have nothing to do with each other.
Let me talk to you.
If I did a backflip right now, I would probably break my neck.
Two things that common themes here in the wrestling business. Two themes that come out of Paul Heyman's mouth an awful lot. Now you think about Paul Heyman, you think about a guy who feels like he holds all this power, and in some ways he does. Let's think about it for a second. Seth freaking Rollins.
I wish I could do a flip of some sort because
Let's be honest,
with
a
legs like
desperate
these I
man.
should, but
A
I
man
don't.
who, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, a little washed. Had to go ahead and make the desperate move, join forces with Paul Heyman, and then together they amassed this crew, this goon troop of that slophouse Bronson Reed, and then that dog-brained idiot Ron Breakker. Hey, don't do that. He's going to get excited and start doing this. He's going to shake out the last couple of crumbs of his brain that's left up there. But let me stop joking right now because this is damn serious. I'll tell you why. Because those two men tried to hurt me. They tried to injure me. They tried to get me out of the WWE. And they tried to do it on the orders of Seth Rollins because he couldn't do it his damn self. So now in 24 hours, it's me, it's Seth Rollins at Saturday night's main event. And guess what? I've gotten to get my hands on Seth Rollins twice. But I got to tell you, even dropping him on his head this past Monday, not enough. Seth, I want your dignity. I want justice. And if I'm honest, I want to hurt you. And hurt you I will. And I tell you what, you got all the reason in the world right now to sit back there with your boys, with Paul, and think to yourself, I'm not scared right now. Well, you ain't got to be scared to get your ass kicked. And kicked it most certainly will be. And that's not a prediction. That's not even a spoiler. That is a damn fact of life because I am the spoiler. Yeah! Yeah!
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
why do you carry that briefcase everywhere?
ladies,
That's your briefcase now, Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's the true winner of Money in the
you're
Bank.
off cue. You blew your part of the entire evening.
Yes, they did.
But that's okay, because that's not surprising.
Nashville, you're terrible at being in sync right now.
Of L.A. Night. I hate when you do that.
It's on time.
You know, as Seth Rollins' personal
LA Knight's
oracle,
starting to show.
I'm blessed
Yep, of
with
course I
many
did.
gifts in life. Besides being outlandishly good-looking, as an oracle, I can see into the future. I see into the future for Seth Rollins, for Paul Heyman, for Braun Breaker, for Bronson Reed, and our future is the future of this entire industry.
Hi, everyone doing it.
I look into the future for LA Knight. I see absolutely nothing because LA Knight, you have no future at all.
Solo Sokoa.
Forget the future. You should be worried about this present right now. The new U.S. champion is MFTs. Flash off the destruction of Jacob
You know, some things change, and some things, they stay the same. Paul Heyman, when you left to Raw, and when you left my family, everything's changed. There's no more bloodline, no more tribal chief. and there is no more wise man.
Why are you so scared?
So Paul Heyman, if you want to live to see another day, I suggest you leave the building right now before my MFTs put your big ass through the table like we did last year.
MFT. I wonder what that means.
The smartest move Paul Heyman has
I'm out.
ever made in his career.
He just said tell him bye.
L.A. Knight. No. No.
No.
You gotta start listening. They say yeah.
Yes.
I'll tell you what's changed. I'm the new United States champion, baby.
Jimmy got to team up with this nigga.
With who?
LA Knight.
So you know what that means?
Because Jimmy's gonna verse him tomorrow.
Yeah, and also Jacob Fatu, which is ironic because Jacob Fatu and LA Knight were feuding, and now they have to team together to face those guys probably.
I beat him.
Tonight.
He's gone.
Oh, you saw the new name? MFT?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
My family tree.
Oh.
Anyways, so I'm gonna give you the same
I saw it earlier.
opportunity
It
I
said
gave
my
Paul
family
Heyman
tree.
wherever he went.
I didn't see. That's all I'm like, what does that
You
mean?
can walk out of the ring,
The name stands for my family tree.
walk out, don't come back,
That's what the name
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, huh?
or I'll make sure my MFTs make sure you never walk again.
I don't like that name because it sounds similar to NFT.
NFT.
Yeah, that's why I don't like and NFTs are horrible.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, boys. They won't let me leave. So if you want to make me leave, why don't you come on in and make me leave? Yeah.
Fearless decision as LA Knight is going to stand his ground right in the center of the ring.
Look, I love LA Knight to bits, but this is just dumb as hell. What on earth are you thinking about?
Tonga Loa, Tonga, and the powerhouse JC
I thought
Mateo.
I could have sworn he was in New Jersey. That's why.
Surrounding him.
You simply cannot win LA.
What's that? The stitch.
I have no idea because I could have sworn I saw August 4th and said New Jersey, and I'm like, we could try.
That's after Saturday Night Main Event. That's
24 hours ahead of taking on Solo
That's Evolve. Ain't Evolving?
Saturday night's main
Evolve.
event.
I mean, Evolution.
Evolution is tomorrow. Well, yeah,
That's Sunday, that's
yeah,
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah. Sunday.
That's in Newark, New Jersey, out there.
So,
Oh, this guy is absolutely massive.
the newest addition to the MFTs.
Oh.
There is 7 foot tall Tonga.
Hey, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you guys? You're just whispering something. Obviously, it's a private thing, so you never seen somebody whisper anything.
There's business to be had for both Jimmy Uso and LA Knight this weekend. But this is how Friday Night Smackdown
Okay,
begins.
gentlemen, everybody just settle down and take a breath. Now, Solo, I know you're the U.S. champion, and I know you've got some new friends, but this is still Smackdown, and I run the show. Now, Solo, I would have thought you might be more concerned with not getting mollywopped by Big Jim tomorrow night and losing that U.S. championship, but I guess not. Because you're out here starting fights. So if it's a fight you want, what do you say tonight we give Music City a tag team match? What do you say we give them Solo Sikoa and that stooge JC Mateo versus
Stooge.
Jimmy Uso and L.A. Knight.
He did really call him a stooge.
I think the crowd gave you the reaction. Solo Sokola's going to defend his U.S. Championship tomorrow on NBC
that was good.
against Big Jim. But
Yeah, it's a shame. I was kind of hoping for a triple threat with Jacob Fatu, but I guess
Solo
not.
Sokola and JC Potato Tag.
Because I think Jacob Fatu is next in line to have a storyline with Drew McIntyre somewhat, I think.
Hello, Your Highness. I'm gonna need you to take some time off your royal duties and be ringside with me tonight in the match. Lister, we're not friends. I'm aware we're allies of convenience, which is why I need you ringside, because everyone else has their partners out there, and if you want to make a statement for Evolution, that's the way to do it. Okay, fine. Do I look like a cheerleader to you? Charlotte, you'd be a terrible cheerleader.
You'd be a terrible. You'd be a
myself.
You'd be a terrible cheerleader. It's true. But you're a blonde. You can pass up as a Dallas Cowboy girl. And no thanks. You could send me the money. You could send me the money, and I'll go somewhere else.
It's Atlanta with an unforgettable weekend.
More specifically, where you're not.
Kicks off the action while Evolution makes history. And in the heart of it all,
My cash tag is in the description
Saturday night's
below.
main event featuring the return of the icon, Goldberg. 3 massive shows, 1 legendary question.
Hi there. Speak better English if you want to make that rebuttal. Thank you. This is Belle. It stands for Funny Edgelord. I named it after a friend of mine. I don't know what a touching talk means, but okay, that still doesn't change my mind. Hi, Chief. The Smackdown girl. I guess that's what people are calling me on the internet. I guess that's like you know a nickname. But you could call me KK like everyone else. I like to think of myself more as KK, the WWE weeb girl, or something like that. With great fashion sense, in J fashion. Just watch Smackdown. I watch NXT and Raw too, so I'm available Mondays and Tuesdays, as well as all the pay-per-views that are happening this weekend. Unfortunately, they won't be available for streaming because it might get copyrighted anyway. But if they don't, you can catch it. But I highly suggest that you watch it on the time wherever. You're at. Who's my favorite? My favorite is Rhea Ripley. if you guys didn't see my post, a Discord is in the works. I'm just, like, you know, figuring out still how to work Discord because, like I said, I use Discord, but I only used it to voice chat with my, like, you know, in real life friends who don't have the same system I do.
It comes your way Saturday, September 13th from Vegas. And folks, we got a once-in-a-lifetime event with a great chance to see it because you can register for access to pre-sale tickets before they go on sale to the general public at WWE.com/boxing. One of the best fights we've had in a long time. And there's an all-time great sitting in the crowd ringside. Fred Durst, the front man for Rick Aston. Of course, he's been involved
I don't know you, but hello.
WrestleMania songs. Huge fan always of Willingham and just outside.
Yeah, let's keep rolling here on Smackdown because after the bedlam of that opening segment, it's confirmed we've got a main event here later tonight as
So that's the main event, huh?
will tag together to take on the team of Solo Sikoa and JC Mateo. That's later on tonight.
Maybe we'll see Jacob Fatu then. Maybe, I'm not sure. Ooh, Roxy. Oh yeah, I remember. They're the Fatal 4-Way.
Raquel Rodriguez will be defending the tag team titles and Evolution with Perez. Roxanne joining Judgment Day.
Oh no. No, they didn't, Mommy. No, they didn't. They changed their music. No, they didn't. They changed Roxanne Perez's music. Oh dear God. When will Jeff Rebel ever stop haunting us?
Actually, a big part of Evolution on Sunday. You can get your tickets now.
I understand why. She's a part of the Judgment Day now, so new music, but still, I loved her old music. And it's even more annoying because every time they showed Roxanne Perez coming up before then, they will always skip it. That's the annoying part of all this.
And their opponents, accompanied by
Nah. The jacket's too formal for me, so that's why. That looks nice on her. That jacket actually looks nice on her, but as far as if I would wear that, no, I wouldn't, because having a jacket with a short skirt like that is way too formal for me. But if you did want to go to a formal get-together, you could wear a style like that. And Alexa Bliss outfit hasn't changed, neither did Roxanne's, but Sol Ruka's outfit, I kind of like her outfit because she's been changing it up a little bit. She's been getting really creative with the surfing colors of brown and, you know, turquoise. No, not turquoise, aquamarine.
In the mix of an all-out action brawl to get things going. Fast-paced right from the start as you can get your
she made it a darker shade this time, but honestly, as much as I like black and aquamarine together like that, I kind of like it better when she had the little brown and blue. Those are better surfing colors, like tropical beach swimsuit colors.
From that woman could grow far greater in just 48 hours at Evolution.
Why they changed Roxanne's theme music? I have to only assume because she's a member of the Judgment Day now, so they had to make it a little bit more, like, you know, eerie and heavy metal like theirs. So that's why, I could imagine. Because she can't have that little, like, hype song, that perfect hype song that she had if she's entering the Judgment Day, because she's supposed to be, like, you know, a heel, like the Judgment Day is supposed to be, but I don't really see them as a heel anymore. I see them as like, you know, a light humor. Oh dear, oh no, somebody got a nip slip. Oh, Kyrie's saying you were holding up your bra, you got a nip slip. Damn, I'm sorry. It might have been Sol Ruka though, because she does kind of have a revealing bra. And if you're not careful with that overtop tank, she has an overtop tank that covers her cleavage, and sometimes that could make it slip, and I can understand why. So they blacked it out for a reason. They're just waiting. Like,
So Friday Night Smackdown here at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. Of course, it is a jam-packed.
I'm playing Smackdown on the link in the description. If you don't have access to watch WWE, that's where I'm watching it from. Just click that link and it should take you to multiple servers that have the show up there.
Fatal four-way.
Got a hell of a start here from Sol Ruka,
Hi there.
who's blown some minds. A lot of people may not have seen too much of Sol Ruka thus far. She really has been turning heads in NXT over the past couple of years, but it's a whole new test now against Roxanne Perez, who I'm sure she knows fairly well.
Once again, I don't know why WWE, well, TKO, why they decided to rehire Def Rebel and CFO, whatever his name is, whatever. That other guy with Def Rebel.
Oh, there's a quick roll-up by Alexa Bliss. Roxanne eats that elbow.
A momentum-building victory this would be just 48 hours
As simple as you
It's
know,
always interesting to
Alexa
think about
Bliss is
the
wearing a
strategy and
French
dynamics
shirt.
of
I would
combination
totally buy
by
that
Perez.
because there's a popular anime YouTuber slash TikToker named Xander. I forgot his last name, but many like, you know, anime fans know him as the Hatsune Miku guy because he's really obsessed with Hatsune Miku. And his girlfriend and him wear a shirt called White Boy of the Year, and they, like, you know, they've been selling out like hotcakes for how simple it is. I just found it humorous, that's all. But of course I can't buy one because I'm not white.
Slam her down. Look what she's doing, just kicking down the back of her head time and again.
And I've got to tell you, Joe, I love this from Roxanne Perez. A lot of newcomers, when they look at Raw or Smackdown, they walk on eggshells. Not Perez, she is as mean and vindictive as they come.
Kyrie Sane.
And that perhaps was some naivety there from Roxanne, forgetting that this was indeed a fatal four-way. Keep your eyes peeled at all times. Especially when Kyrie Sane is in the ring with you. A woman who can attack from all angles.
Keep messing things, Roxanne booking and letting her lose matches as well.
Fatal four-way, and Roxanne Perez has been.
I understand why for storyline purposes, because she's trying to be like Liv Morgan, but she can't necessarily be Liv Morgan even though she's replacing her. So this is probably her attempt at trying to think in her mind that she's Liv Morgan, but no matter how hard she tries, obviously that's not the outcome.
Roxanne Perez, Kyrie Sane, Sol Ruka, Sunday at Evolution. 4 teams will meet up for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships.
This has been a war. It has swung back and forth from the word go. Now it's Roxanne Perez looking in control.
That looks weird in the office. I don't know what that means. I'll take it as a compliment, I guess, if you say. Oh my God, Kyrie Sane.
Well, Kyrie Sane clearly getting the worst of that, but
I didn't talk too much about Kyrie Sane's outfit because she's just wearing the same outfit she usually does, just in a different color. And of course, I'm going to say that turquoise and lime green are a perfect combination because they are. They're the perfect mermaid colors.
Now center of the ring.
That's not the. I mean, that's kind of the case for her because she kind of has all that nautical pirate outfits that she always has now.
3 p.m. on Peacock.
Very little recovery time for Sol Ruka after this one.
And able to kick out.
I mean, Sol Ruka has been incredibly impressive from the word go, really hanging with some of the top women here from SmackDown and Raw.
No, she was looking to line up that DDT, but Roxanne comes in the super kick.
Of course I do. But I'm not the one who's biased on Roman Reigns. My brother is. I'm not really biased on any male superstar. I like lots of them. But I guess if I had to choose top three, it would be Dom, Damien, and at the moment, well, I was gonna say Seth Rollins, but with the way the storylines is right now, he's been demoted, right? Just temporarily though. So I need to think back on that.
Tasked with defending the women's tag team championships.
Judging Roxanne Perez with every step and every
I see. I was probably too slow to understand, but I guess that's like, you know, nice. I just never heard of that. So I hear too many pickup lines. Every single day. So just to keep track on what's being said all the time, I wouldn't know all of it.
Just rumble to the canvas.
Bullseye there from Calgary Sane and Alexa and Roxanne Perez just in the nick of time breaking that one up.
Yes, I like Dominic. Of course I do.
Charlotte Flair.
He's funny and annoying.
Outside
and he's hot, but he still needs to lose the mustache. That's the only reason why he's not as hot as he was back then.
Perez able to counter. Big elbow right to the chin.
Oh, Soruka. How did you not see that, Stephanie? not Raquel being so casual. I was hardly paying attention to Roxanne, but I don't understand why she thought, I don't know why she thought that gray color was a good idea with those latex pants that she usually wears, but okay. Oh, Kyrie. 24 years old and no, I'm not from Mexico. Why do people naturally assume that Spanish people are either Mexican or Saudi? Like, it's insane. Oh. That's cool. Did you just kiss Kyrie Sane on the forehead? Duh, I know I'm not white. I just said I was not white, but they naturally assume Spanish people are Mexican or Saudi. Like, that's the first thing that pops at some people. Just be neutral and say, are you Spanish? And then ask what kind. Hi, Wallow. Welcome back. Oh, poor Asuka. At least you didn't get a taste of that aftermath.
Long-form feature piece in the Players Tribune this week that she can thoughtful, authentic, reflective. Now, great chance that they add to the history that they've collected throughout their careers on Sunday. Let's get everybody set for this massive card at Evolution.
Absolutely huge, and as we just saw, there is a Women's Tag Team Championship fatal four-way match at Evolution. Gold on the line, the best of Raw, the best of Smackdown, the best of NXT, and the current champs, Raquel and Roxanne. Gold on the line, that is 48 hours from now at Evolution.
And the NXT
Evolution. Way better than your UKese, or you know what I mean.
That comes your way on Sunday. Now we have Clash in Palace coming up in September. Somebody's gonna
How am I? I'm fine. My mom's over there, you know, being my mom.
The Battle Royal at Evolution, a who's who of anyone is going to be competing.
I'm French and Spanish.
Fearless Nikki Bella, that's my pick.
Definitely darker, taking that.
It'll be tippy time in Atlanta, but could it be a great game for a living legend? Trish Stratus has 7 WWE championships.
I can never imagine being in such humid weather.
Generations big title holding star. We find out at Evolution.
That's why, frankly, I'm always scared to visit Puerto Rico, because I feel like I would never last over there. One, because I can hardly speak any Spanish, and two, because it's even hotter over there. I cannot last in 190 plus weather.
Plus, it's gone this far, the bitter, torturous rivalry, Jade and Naomi. It's no holds barred, anything goes. No holds barred, no restrictions.
I wear too many good outfits to be sweating in all of them.
No holds barred Sunday.
The outfits that I wear are not meant to be sweating. I don't care if I'm trying to defy nature. I will. MSB, how are you? I'm good. How are you doing? Welcome back.
And coming up right here on Friday Night Smackdown, the Tag Team Champions.
Well, this is new. Did Bianca make that for you, Montez? I wouldn't know, but I could check on Instagram later to find out. I just don't understand why she makes his chest be exposed in that shape. No, that's the MF logo he has. It's the... Yeah, it has to be. It has to be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bianca made that outfit for him. It's just that I don't think like she has to put that much effort to make the chest exposure part that he has, like, you know, match his logo, because it looks so a weird shape, a very weird shape. But I can tell she put a lot of love and time and effort into that, and it does look great regardless of the weird shaping of the chest exposure. Becky's going to regain her IC title, probably. Triple threat matches never work out the first time, especially when the title's on the line. I have no doubt that this like little feud with Lyra / Bailey / Becky will last until SummerSlam, and hopefully probably Ash before Clash of Paris, but well, only time will tell. Hi there. I was too busy putting laxatives in your drink. strange things on Zelina Vega's Instagram that has me concerned and makes me wonder if she's gonna have a new gimmick change, because on her Instagram I've been recently seeing like, you know, ominous things, and the latest one really, like, you know, made me question a lot of things. At first she was spazzing out because she of course lost her title, but then I saw a snake and somebody holding a rosary necklace, and I was like, this is giving me Aleister Black type vibes, and that's making me wonder, is she going to, like, you know, be Aleister Black's manager now or something? Because boy, how would she turned into a Scarlet type character, and then finally we can get through the process of Aleister Black and Karrion Kross crossing paths finally. No pun intended. So I really wonder what's that all about, and how would... I know Zelina Vega was first a heel when she first came here, but this is a more darker like persona she looks like she's trying to pursue. So I wonder how would that be.
WWE Tag Team Championship match, and the Street Profits have held the gold for 119 days. This will be the 6th defense of their prize possession.
Well, they defended these a couple of weeks ago in the ring against their opponents tonight. The match ended up getting thrown out, and now we're getting a take two.
Nikki Cross, I just love how she just sits crisscross and just like acts like a little Pedersen.
Will this be the moment for the Wyatt Sucks? Their big stand against the Lucas, representing the Fame family. Never had tag team gold in WWE. That is what is on the line. The WWE Tag Team Championships from
Do I
right
like
here
BBC?
in
I don't know
Nashville.
what that is.
This match is presented by Arby's Angus cheesesteak.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds similar to that one channel on TV. But I don't remember what's on that channel. It's either some politic bullshit or some little homie arts and crafts stuff.
Yeah, last week was a medley of superstars against the Wyatt Six, but a medley of superstars who couldn't
Yo Sky
get the
title
same
reign
pace
is
thanks to the antics
Yeah, you already said that many times. I understand, but unfortunately, this is what we have to deal with. But hopefully, like, you know, she doesn't lose it too soon. I mean, I'm not honestly upset whether she loses it or not. I'm, of course, upset that she didn't have a better title reign, but losing it wise, I don't mind if she loses it because I'll always love Io Sky, title or no title. I don't see titles really. I see it like, you know, I see like resonating to myself personally.
Roxanne had a moment to shine against them, but the Street Profits have been able to retain time and time again.
The Wyatt Six, though, are undefeated since returning to Smackdown a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, you could give me that half right there. That big ass, that mommy used to say it. I would totally eat that. My mom's cutting watermelon, and I told her just give me the big piece. I ain't no punk bitch.
Does the smart thing.
No, that's too bad. But why the side with the sticker though, mommy? I ain't trying to feel that on my. Why the side with the sticker? I ain't trying to feel that on my fingers.
With your games. Not tonight, that's why we're the champs. This one continues.
So I have to decide that now. Then you get another little piece.
You mean get that piece that I already had? I told you I would eat that.
Nashville has been roaring all night long, and this has been one of the featured attractions they've been waiting to see. The Tag Team Championship match between the Street Profits and the Wyatt Six, being represented by Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis.
I already bid it. But can I have a bowl so no juice drips out?
Off their game in the early goings here. It is in fact the Wyatt Six themselves. That's how good the champs of Street Profits have been in the early goings here. Sheer dominance.
Listen, we saw some of the mental warfare from Tez Ford just moments ago. I like that. I like bringing a little bit of their own fire right out.
Yeah, fight fire with fire. You know what? If we show any sign of weakness, any fear whatsoever, we are going to be eaten alive by these warriors.
It's got the big ass knife and you just slicing it like fruit ninja.
Yeah, quickly getting that silver up. There's Gacy.
Let's go for the big swing on Dexter Lumis there. That slight distraction, however, opened the door for Joe Gacy, and this hardcore specialist is now paintbrushing Montez Ford.
As Uncle Lee looks on, will this be the night that Uncle Howie sees his family take
Can I
over?
have a bowl, please?
Oh, yeah, wait. Hands are fucking
Dexter
sticky.
Lumis.
You good? You still got a bowl?
Yeah, not
Which uttered greatness during his time at NXT. His personality has walked massively since then. But getting back to that championship form we've seen from him in the past.
Please, mommy.
You saw the entire upper body of Tez just snap back.
Look at the unorthodox offense of Joe Gacy too. How do you defend
No
against
ball.
this? He's getting mod-stopped now as Montez Ford. No matter how tough you are, it's very difficult to fight back under that kind of pressure.
Time and again when we sit back and call these matches, including the Wyatt Six, any form of a descriptive is often painted on them. And that's exactly what you're seeing here. Here's the tag. And Lumis now the legal man, as he will take his shots at Tez Ford.
Deranged and demented duo are the Wyatt Six. At least a combination in the ring right now, but don't let that take your eye off the fact that they are highly accomplished.
By the way, I forgot to mention a thing about the Wyatt Six that I forgot about, but
by Uncle Howdy.
They seem to have something special planned on August 4th, and I wonder what that is.
And there's been nothing at all coming back the way of the Wyatt Sucks since they took control of this match. Montez Ford looks like a broken man, and it's not getting any better.
No, he's like a heavy bag, and it's just a training session for Gacy and Dumas.
Don't take what I say so seriously though, because I didn't even check, like, you know, if it was like, you know, just a random, like, you know, bullshit page or like a reliable source, but I just assumed that I saw it on, like, you know, the section of where my reliable sources are, that it is real. But I just say you take it to consideration.
Over 10,000 here to see Friday Night Smackdown Nashville, and those pieces of gold are on the line. The WWE Tag Team Championship match. It is the second time that the Street Profits have had to defend against the Wyatt Sucks. They met late June, but there was interference from everybody else in the tag team division. So here they go again.
Well, Montez Ford has been under the hammer for the past 5 minutes in this match. Finally, a flurry from him may have bought him a window, but you've got to smash that window open, because if you don't, immediately back on the attack is Dexter Lumis.
And that's exactly what happened after a series of right hands, and now looking for the superplexes, Lumis, or is Ted's going to lock him up?
Well, you start climbing those turnbuckles, that becomes the territory of Montez Ford. Can he power his way out of this, though?
Montez, of course, a monster when it comes to being up on the top. And what is he able to do?
Sunset flip powerbomb just when it was looking like hope was lost here for Montez Ford. Pulls something out the back, and Uncle Howdy back starting to sweat.
Central powerbomb as Uncle Howdy and Nikki Cross and Big Air a little bit of concern on their face. A golden opportunity, but could it be slipping away based on what Montez Ford was just able to do as he's trying to make his way to Big Dog? And here comes Angelo Dawkins.
The absolute thumper of the team. The last thing you want is an enraged, fired up, fresh Angelo Dawkins charging at you, and that's why.
The energy that Angelo Dawkins brings, it changes everything.
And this match has completely turned on its head now. Getting peppered with shots is Joe Gacy.
Angelo Dawkins, a one-man wrecking crew. And he says, you want some? You're going to get some right here. Lumis and Gacy out.
Truly a 2-on-1 match now. Montez brought down, perhaps you don't want this on your own for him.
That's a whole lot of man crashing down.
Hey, see, your partner knows how to launch better than you. Dawkins knows how to launch himself better than Montez, yet he never learned.
Week by week. What the hell are you trying here, Dawes?
Is he serious?
Are we going from the heavens?
Over 260 pounds on top. Into the cover, hook in the leg to retain.
Late kick out there from Joe Gacy. And now things may change. The ominous presence of the massive Eric Rowan has closed the gap between himself and the ring.
Well, the big man Rowan, boy, did he clean up shop with that Iron Claw slam a week ago in that 8-man tag team. And now, vintage Joe Gacy.
Upside down clothesline connected. We've seen that time and time again in his past. And it was that distraction from Eric Rowan that really opened that window.
Double team combo effort as Lumis looks to get the belt right here. And the left shoulder is up for him.
Well, I thought that was a really heavy hitter.
I don't think so, Mom.
Intense glare from Eric Rowan.
You would think they would by now, but I don't think on a live show. I think they would be better off winning on the pay-per-view.
This is no longer a fair fight without money. Launching with intent.
But I've been wrong
You
before.
hear that? I swear the ring moved a few inches to the right.
With a bang of a bass drum in the middle of this arena, caused by the lungs and the diaphragm of Angelo Dawkins connecting with that turnbuckle.
You see Lumis look over Gacy's way as he descends Dawkins out to the floor. They are in control, but can they claim the championships?
He said, hey, I'm watching you.
Would this be the start to title changes this week? And of course, tomorrow night is Saturday night's main event with the World Heavyweight Championship match with Gunther and Goldberg. Then WWE Evolution with all the women's championship matches on Sunday night. But right here on Nashville, Friday Night Smackdown, the WWE Tag Team Championship match and the Street Profits are in a bad spot right now against the Wyatt Sucks.
Yeah, this is about as beaten and as broken we have seen the tag champs in some time. It's been a dominant, dangerous performance here from the Wyatt Sucks, who are closing in on gold. Got their marching orders from Uncle Howdy. Bring back those championships. And would you dare defy Uncle Howdy?
A menacing force as he has been sitting back and watching his team turn things around and getting the best of it right now. As Tez Ford looks on, hoping he will get his opportunity.
Maybe. I would like to think
Angelo
so.
Dawkins is top as he is screaming in agony. That is a torturous hold here from Joe Gacy trying to run stuff. Head of Dawkins off his shoulders.
Hey, we all got a watermelon emoji for a
Finally
reason.
able to get to that rope and force the break.
Suddenly, hopes for the Street Profits may lie on the shoulders of a pre-battered, pre-abused Montez Ford who somehow is going himself back up onto the apron. But that doesn't solve the issue of desperately needing a tag from Angelo Dawkins.
Loomis, lateral press, not going to be enough as Dawkins able to easily kick out.
Just do what TikTokers do. Put the image on your phone and hope that the real thing comes out of it.
Take down Angelo Dawkins, a full body workout now seemingly focused on the head and neck area. And Dawkins now looks like a very different man from the one who tagged him and exploded into this match.
Remember our special guest Jelly Roll, the 4-time Grammy-nominated artist, still to come here on Friday Night Smackdown. The crowd at Bridgestone Arena.
I hope not sing because I'm gonna get copyrighted for that.
As we saw a little earlier has gone away. Tez wanting back in the fight in a big way. But it might be out of his hands at this point.
No, that was like a...
Angelo Dawkins
And this is
waiting on that rope as the torture continues, wrenching that neck.
Got to dig deep here. How badly do you want to retain the gold, Angelo? It's a big cut check time for Dawkins.
It was just a month ago, on June 13th, when the Wyatt Sucks had their first match on Smackdown. They defeated the Motor City Machine Guns. They really have sent the tag team division haywire, short-circuiting everybody. How do we deal with this group? And now it is the Street Profits, the champions, who have to deal with it. There was the tag, and here comes Tez.
That's a mistake there from Dexter Loomis, and those long arms of Montez Ford reaching out and a blind tag and bouncing back at the Profits.
Trying to retain right here. Boy, did they need that. What a mistake by Loomis, as you see Big Eric Rowan bothered by that. Nikki Cross and Uncle Howdy. Joe Gacy hoping they can grab momentum back as the champions look to defend here on Smackdown.
Has the sting been taken out of the tail of the Wyatt Sucks here? Joe Gacy with the toe. I don't think Tez saw it.
Yeah, I don't think he did at all. Spinebuster by Loomis. And now the teamwork. The assistant powerbomb right onto Tez. Will that give us new chance? No! Angelo Dawkins with the save.
Well, had to be on the money there, did Angelo Dawkins, fighting through the pain, the exhaustion, just to break up that pin because gold was about to leave the Profits for good. And this band of misfits put together by Uncle Howdy have been so devastatingly effective since returning a couple of months ago.
In their own unique way, no doubt about it. Marquez, he has that dynamic athleticism, and now here comes Angelo Dawkins.
And that rhythm is back here for the Street Profits.
They got him lined up.
Got the muscle memory.
He's a double-check blockbuster. And somehow, Gacy gets the shoulder.
Oh, I was like, who is that?
Joe Gacy just kicked out of that blockbuster.
I have no idea. As you can see, the concern on the face of Uncle Howdy.
Ew.
Take another look at this.
You mean your goat? I don't know about our goat.
The time and time again has beaten everyone, and just somehow Joe Gacy is operating on a very different plane this evening. What the hell kind of pep talk did Uncle Howdy give these two this evening?
Consider the hunger and desire.
Look at Paul in here, and he has no reason to be
When
here.
they thought they would have their golden opportunity, when they were fighting for these tag team
But speaking of the
championships,
Paul
and it was
brothers,
interference.
Logan,
But all the other teams in the
Jake
division-
Paul has been banned from WWE shows, and like, you know, I don't know why, and honestly I don't care why, but he's been banned from seeing shows, or even, like, you know, trying to do the same thing Logan's doing and be a superstar. And I'm like, thank God.
Bullseye landed, but has hurt himself in the process.
Oh, Eric Rowan with a distraction from Gacy just tears Montez Ford out of the ring.
Before Tess can make
Oh,
Sends him flying to the timekeeper.
why would they put Julia in the Battle Royal on Evolution when she's supposed to defend her U.S. title on the PLE?
Angelo Dawkins on this one.
I'm not sure. I guess they're just putting all of the women. That's the thing I wanted to mention. That they're probably not gonna do this ever again. They just yes.
And now Lewis tries to take control.
Damn, Montez just landed right on his knees. No. Oh shit. Well, remember what I said when I've been wrong? Remember what I said when I was wrong? This is why. Aw. How sweet. Now then, if we gotta get me a if you get me a Logan or a Jake Paul t-shirt, I'm gonna burn them. I'm just saying that right now.
Who knows what would have happened if Eric Rowan didn't pull Montez Ford out of the ring. The bottom line is we have new
Thank you, DJM.
and 6.
Thanks for stopping by, even if you can't stay.
Awesome.
I don't know. You stayed. You could have just left.
Look who it is. You got a lot of guts showing your face after what you pulled last week, Johnny.
Whoa, don't get too angry at him. He might want to weigh again.
I thought he had it, okay? Look, but we can't fixate on the past, okay? Guys, we need to come together now more than ever. Our worst case scenario just happened out there. It's real.
Brother, just give it a break.
Listen, you idiots! You guys would have just listened to us in the first place. None of this would have happened. Here we are.
Right. And why exactly should we listen to you guys?
You know,
Because we
Fraser kind of like looks like Cameron Grimes a little bit. Just he's blonder. That's all, and has a
I'm
beard.
pretty sure that we deserve the first opportunity.
That's lighter.
Someone say opportunity. Oportunidad. Okay, interesante. Hey, chicos, after the lucky wings, Phoenix and I are now part of this Smackdown.
No,
And Logan Paul, yeah, the bullshit. Yeah, same bullshit. Logan Paul's a good fighter. Yes, I know. I don't care. I still hate him as a person. I'm not denying that he's not a good fighter. I just hate him as a person. Like,
Daniel Cormier, the Hall of Famer, former heavyweight, of course, a great broadcaster as is Lawrence Sanko. We're so thrilled to have all our friends from the UFC sit ringside here tonight. An outrageous tag team division. And we just saw, only gets better and better, but look what's happening now here in Music City.
he's gonna. Jelly Roll's gonna sing. Damn it! This is gonna be a copyright. This is gonna be a copyright. Damn it! I hope. I might have to mute the session of the stream, but talk to me in the chat and I'll answer it after the song is over. But hopefully it gets interrupted or something. Do I want to go to movies? Sure. My Cash App is in the link in the description. So just send me the money and I'll let you know, and I'll give you the review on the movie I select so I can watch it alone. Massachusetts guy. My arm is getting tired. I better switch hands. I've been hearing good things about that Superman movie, and I'm intrigued, but this doesn't change my opinion on what I think of Superman. I'm a Batman girl for life. Also making a new Justice League movie, and I would totally watch that because I do like the Justice League, and even though I know in the canon version it all goes to shit, but it's still fun to see. It's still fun to see different versions because that's what superhero movies are, just versions of different versions of versions. Section out if it does get like, you know, if he actually is singing, but hopefully I'm right and he gets interrupted. Oh, I get copyrighted for this commercial music all the time, but this is a celebrity song, so this will be a lot riskier to keep. So I just might press the mute button in a couple seconds, depending on whether he's singing or not. But hopefully I'm right and he gets interrupted till the point where he either stops in the middle of singing or doesn't even get a chance. But don't get me wrong, I do love Jelly Roll. I just can't risk it. I just can't risk losing, like, you know, the watch hours that I could be earning. I like Jelly Roll, but not as much as anything else because I'm not really a fan of country music in general. I only like a certain handful of people. Not Beyonce. Don't get me started on her. Beyonce will always be a pop R&B artist to me. She's no country singer to me. She has some good country songs, but she's not a country singer to me. Jelly Roll, the singer. He's supposed to sing / like, you know, do a segment here tonight, but if any, like, you know, trace of his song is heard on this video, I'm gonna get copyrighted or possibly blocked on this video, and I don't need my weekly shows to be blocked. I'm fine with pay-per-views getting blocked because that's understandable, but I draw the line at weekly shows because it's Solo fighting tonight. Yes, he is. He's the main event. He's fighting with JC Mateo against LA Knight and Jimmy Uso.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nashville's own hometown hero, Jelly Roll!
Yeah, I had to mute it, so I'm just gonna press the mute button. Anything that is said, I will answer afterwards. Logan Paul. Who would have thought? But I'm happily glad to see you. Only because I didn't feel like being mute that long. So that's who he's having a feud with, and frankly, I don't mind it because anybody can beat Logan Paul's ass, in my opinion. I mean, the only way he could win is by cheating. He never won a match fair and square.
Listen, Jelly, this ring is sacred. And brother, this venue is sacred. You belong on a stage, not in the WWE ring. And you know what I'm disgusted by? Celebrities.
Who is going with Logan Paul now? The singer Jelly Roll, it seems.
This as coming in to our industry, leeching off of our success on a platform that we
Who's
have
our?
built, brother. Cloud chasers like you disgust me. Yeah, do all you want, Nashville. Here's the truth. The WWE doesn't need a jelly roll. The WWE needs a Logan Paul.
No, because they just banned the other Paul, so it's only soon enough.
Set and raise the bar for what it means to be a professional wrestler. And you do what, by the way?
If your brother got banned for WWE for just existing, what does that mean for you? That's what I'm saying.
This company loves me so much that my podcast Impulsive has just inked a long-term. Hold on.
Am I behind? No, I think I'm ahead. Yeah, I'm totally ahead. If he's still performing, because that performance got interrupted.
You see, this is my hometown, Nashville, Tennessee. And just so we're clear, down here, nobody gives a damn about your podcast, Logan.
I won't lie, his podcast has some good, qualities, but it's only because the guests he has on that make it good. Otherwise, he's just as cocky as ever on his own podcast. So.
Outsider! 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 Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh,
You got the word!
Randy Orton.
Batman! An outsider!
Okay. Yeah, there's so much. I think Logan Paul has so much progress. Whatever. Did you see that? I will TikTok thing. Ew, who done that? Whatever. I would never trust TikTok on food-related matters unless it's a bakery like TikTok, because they always show good, cake work. But I would never trust anything someone makes on TikTok. Oh dear. Drew McIntyre just kicked Randy Orton in the face. I don't even know what this is anymore. If it was just Logan Paul, nobody would watch. True that.
And was tearing into Logan Paul. His opponent, a long-time rival, sneaks into the ring and delivers that
with Trish Stratus. So. Excuse me? Just do it, man. He didn't do nothing. Logan Paul did it for him. You need to train, my man, if you want to sell this segment. Work your ass off just like Bad Bunny did. Sucks indeed. Break the instruments, because that's all you could do. Break the instruments. That's all you can do, my guy. Just break the instruments.
Well, this is true rock and roll if you ask me.
Tearing up the drum kit.
Watching Serrano fight at the same time. I forgot about that. Damn, but that match won't start till late, so it's all good.
Here in Nashville with Logan Paul, Randy Orton,
At least I think. That's not the only. That's not the only match they're showcasing, right? The only thing I ever heard on Watermelon is that, you know, some chili powder. But I'm not that type of Spanish, and spicy stuff I can't handle. I was shocked at how good Bad Bunny ended up being in the ring, considering how busy he must have been. Yeah, that's the only reason that's holding him back from a return. But if they were to like, you know, go to a Spanish location that he's touring in, it would be a perfect opportunity. But I felt like if they didn't cancel Backlash in Mexico, then I'm pretty sure he would have made an appearance then and there. But they canceled it in Mexico, and they like, you know, traded for St. Louis instead. And I was like, why did they switch from St. Louis to Mexico? And I never understood that. Rather watch Bad Bunny than Logan Paul. Well, duh. I could say the same about Jelly Roll. It's just that if I had to choose who would I want Logan Paul to fight, it would definitely be Bad Bunny in a heartbeat. But Logan Paul could be... He could get his ass beat by anyone and I'll be happy so long as he doesn't win. What was for dinner? I already had dinner way before the stream even started. It was pasta and shrimp. I think it was Backlash a few years ago where Bad Bunny wrestled Damian Priest. Yep, you're right, sir. You're right, sir. It definitely was in Puerto Rico. Priest was his partner.
Well, you know, all the WWE podcasts are a great listen. They come your way.
I should remind my brother of that Serrano fight.
Special guest this week is Ricky Saints, of course. Ricky Saints, Great American Match NXT tomorrow. He will fight Ethan Page for that North American Championship in a Falls Count Anywhere match. That's coming away tomorrow at 3 p.m. Now, as for what just happened here in Nashville.
Randy Orton coming down, talking some trash to Logan Paul when Drew McIntyre struck with a claymore facing each other at Saturday night's main event tomorrow. Logan Paul decided to then put the bones of the Viper. Who was the savior? Jelly Roll grabbing the Maverick and chucking his carcass down to the mat. Embarrassing.
Duh, that's why I said probably don't need to worry about it. Today.
Bedlam and pandemonium here on Smackdown. That is how I like my Friday night's Joe Tess. I'm sure there's going to be more fallout from this one.
This show will be over by 10 anyway, so it don't matter to me.
Joe, you had my back out there, dude. Dude, thank you for coming up that night. Are you kidding me? I need a couple Tennessee boys, right? Yo, speaking of that, I don't trust Logan anymore. Oh, no. I was thinking if you're on regular, I think I'm going to come down to man and watch you. You're going to come down tomorrow night and watch me? Yes, sir. Man, I'd be honored if you'd come down and just be in my corner. You serious? I'm dead serious. I got you. I know you do. Love you, bro.
Wait!
So that's...
Stop asking me.
So Jelly Roll's going to be in Atlanta in the corner.
So that's how this whole, like, you know, dynamic will work.
He looked bald, and then he looked like he got
He did, Ma.
Arena in Nashville.
Jelly Roll.
Massive weekend.
bald, but then he looked like he got
Saturday night's main
gray.
event tomorrow night.
He
Jelly Roll.
looks like he was
On NBC at 8 p.m. Our troops in the ring are waiting for this man.
Hi there. Those joining. Looks like a bodybuilder. I don't know if I would go that far, but he does look better than, well, like, you know, when he was on break, you know.
That's my man! Woo-hoo! Ah.
Aleister Black weighed in our crew. It's nice to have Aleister Black with a full ring walk.
We have nothing to make it with. We don't have a pan right now. I used this dirty right now. And besides, Mommy has too much oil in there, so nothing.
And that was the final straw for Aleister Black, who swiftly
You make it, Mom, because I'm. There's too much oil in. There's too much oil in that oven. So you have to empty that out because that's months worth of oil. Yeah, Spanish shit where you put oil into, like, you know, clean pots and then you just reuse them. But sometimes my mom hoards her oil and it gets stinky.
Oh, he goes right for the big boot. Immediately, and R-Truth responds with that heel kick. And now the big splash in the corner. So fast-paced being set by Ron Killings immediately.
Plays a very different R-Truth
Bill
than
is
what
my
we've been
man.
used to for years and years. He's been like a tightly coiled spring of late, but watch out. Aleister Black, no slouch. And he has the kind of offense that the vast majority of our roster simply has no answer to.
Well, you see, as soon as he slides out with a suplex attack, right to the striking combo. It is so skilled weight at that.
Yes, those Muay Thai
Yes, when my mom
strikes and trains with
uses
some
when
of
my
the
mom
best
uses oil to fry
on planet Earth, and it's not
stuff,
something
she
you learn
uses
in
it
wrestling
and then
school, that's for sure.
so she won't waste it, she puts it in clean pots and then she drains out, like, you know, all the gross crumbly parts and then reuses them. But you can only reuse oil twice or 3 times. But anytime after that, it turns bad, and sometimes she habit of leaving the oil and forgetting about it. So we have to empty that out. But we just empty it out of the garbage can and just. Well, first we put the bathroom garbage so the the dirty toilet paper can soak it up, and then pour it all in there.
Amanda was rolled back the clock. It is suddenly looking 30 years younger. What's he doing? Perhaps still care right away. Okay. Well, this is going to get you disqualified, R-Truth. The rare moments of lucidity.
Aleister Black's entrance scares my 4-year-old. He always hides in the way. Oh, I'm sorry. He's totally harmless. But I remember being afraid of the boogeyman when he was still up and about. I was way scared of the boogeyman back then. Congratulations. Our truth played a little dirty. Something he's never done. Why is Belle's heartbroken? Because he represents my friend who's kind of a little mental health and heartbroken too. So I see this as a way of always, like, giving him the hugs in spirit. My friend is into edgy things like me, but he's a little bit more on the sad side of his mental health than I am, and we both are the polar opposites, so we both need each other. But I named it based on him. I call my friend the Edge Lord because that's what he is. He always looks edgy and stuff all the time, and that's what I call him. So I just call this bunny Edgelord, but his name is Belle's for Bunny Edgelord, so it's Belle for short. My son is jumping up and down cheering because you're... It's not that serious, kid. I am considering buying him a white version of this bunny so he can have one as well. Or a pink one to remind him of me. But he's probably better off if I buy him a Chainsaw Man figurine or a Makima figurine. He's really obsessed with Chainsaw Man. So obsessed that he got Makima tattooed on their arm. He's the one who got me into Chainsaw Man, so I cosplayed as Makima like one time, but I don't think it's not that it wasn't a good cosplay, it's just that, people are just so picky on, I guess, the fantasizing of, since a lot of Asian people wear Makima cosplays, only Asian people should, and, that's all whole another bullshit, thing cosplayers have to go to. If you're not Asian, then you can't cosplay Asian characters, but that's always been a thing, and I say bullshit and fuck you to whoever thinks that. If anyone in the chat is in there for you, then I will guarantee you the scary thing they saw in wrestling was Jake. I've saw that before, but I've always been scared of snakes anyway, so just the fact that there was snakes, like, you know, all the time on there, I'm glad they weren't poisonous, but still, snakes could still scare the shit out of me, poisonous or not, so. Am I a Rhea fan? Yes, indeed.
Stop. Whoa, I get it. You're pissed off. You lost. I get it. But it's over. You gotta let it go, man. It's over. Let it go.
All right, okay. You're right. Sorry.
You're good. Take it easy.
Your face. A second thought.
He covered his face. My God.
Now I can let it go.
Come on, let's go. Gary, come on.
Now, 48 hours from now, at WWE
Ooh,
Evolution, we
fancy.
have something
Tiffany
of a
Stratton.
dream
She's wearing
match.
navy blue.
The
That's a
WWE Women's Championship.
that's a color that's a rare color I never see on you, Tiffany.
Thank you for joining
That's one of my
me here
favorites.
tonight.
If it's
I
not
have a
black,
couple of questions,
it's navy
and
blue.
Of course, I'm going to start with the champ, Tiffany Stratton. Let me ask you, Tiffany.
And Trish Stratus is wearing kind of what Charlotte Ward said. This is a long, like, you know, Bailey coat, and that's kind of more better in this weather. And that's definitely the non-casual way to do the outfit. But I'm not really a fan of the, you know, round skirts that much. Only because it just, like, I like to sit crisscross, and I like to, you know, bend my knees a lot when I'm sitting down, and that's always a thing to deal with when you have round skirts.
There has to be a ton of pressure on your shoulders. You are facing the current.
So I would choose ruffles over round skirts any day.
Sure, I definitely feel a lot of pressure, Wade, but I think who really should be feeling the pressure
Charlotte did wear a better hat, though.
Tiffany.
Only because I just love
yourself.
dangly accessories on hats.
In order to be considered the greatest of all time.
I do it all the time with chain belts.
So when I win at Evolution, I will leave with the championship, and you'll leave with nothing. On Sunday, I'm going to do what I've been doing for 25 years straight, and that is deliver stratisfaction.
Sure, I'll let you live out your glory days, but things are different now. It's called Evolution for a reason. And Trish, I know all about your accomplishments. I've seen the VHS tapes.
Funny.
That is cute. Did you learn about VHSs on TikTok? Look, Tiff, I helped build this division. I helped solidify this division, and I am still.
I know about both you guys.
Division.
I may have grown up in the 2000s when DVDs were starting to become a thing, but I know what VHS tapes are because I lived off of two Dora the Explorer VHS tapes my whole life, and I would watch them every single day and rewind them and do everything.
What? It don't matter.
Yes! That's right! Beat that ass! Yes, Jay, beat her with her own suitcase.
Whoa, no way. She upgraded her briefcase, mommy.
No holds barred
Wow, Naomi upgraded her briefcase. She has a light strip on it. It's glowing yellow. And that's so cool how she incorporated a little bit of her glow era. That definitely makes the whole case pop out. Wow. I wonder if that's only for her though, because they already have Naomi's briefcase for sale and all, but I wonder if they'll put out the light strip version for sale. Yeah, that's really cool. It does make the case pop out a lot. I couldn't even see what outfit Jade Cargill had on, but I saw what Naomi had on, and of course it looks amazing. But I love her hair when it's straightened because I love how she's bringing back her, like, you know, her scene here where she has those different colored patterns on her hair, and of course she has yellow with little black stripes. What time is it? Taylor versus Serrano fight? I thought it was now actually, but my brother thinks it's probably at 11. But even if it's on at 11, that fight won't probably start till 1 or 12:30. But I'm definitely going to watch that because the last fight that Serrano had was really good, and Serrano really should have won that. And I got to see if she can do this. My brother has a friend over right now, but the moment they leave, I'm going to watch. I'm gonna also watch The Shy with my family. It's a show we always watch on Friday. If you don't know what The Shy is, it's one of the best black dramas, like, you know, aside from Power. It's really been, like, you know, it's really been carrying Power ever since, like, Power ended. And it's really good. And it's been left with a cliffhanger, so I am hoping to get some closure on this cliffhanger, because it was a really bad cliffhanger that had to do with the main character getting shot, and we're hoping, like, you know, this isn't the end of a beloved main character. But I'm still keeping hope, because if this main character does die, it would lose ratings just like that. I know that happens a lot in shows, but still, it's always annoying when it does. But by the way, tomorrow I will definitely be streaming at 3 o'clock for a Great American Bash, so catch my live stream on NXT Great American Bash, and then later on I will do another stream. For Saturday Night Main Event. So congratulations, I'm taking a day off to do 2 streams. Get out. Get out, person who watches AEW. Not that you're not welcome here, it's just that I won't watch AEW, so. I'm switching back and forth between wrestling and boxing. Yeah, it's scheduled for 11, yeah, I'm sure, but this like, you know, this thing will be over by 11, so that's why I'm not worried about it too much. I know some of the matches, like, you know, before then will probably be good, but I'm not, I'm not too worried about them. Oh, I'm very serious. I'll never watch AEW, and I'm not gonna start either. I've already watched it twice, and that's more than enough for me. watched it twice, and every time I watched it, it was just Dean Ambrose getting split open and just licking his own blood off his face. And I don't need to watch that every single week. Or every single pay-per-view. I don't know anything about AEW wrestling. What has that to do with wrestling in general? Because, as far as I'm concerned, he thinks I just became a wrestling fan. How biased people act.
Incredible weekend of WWE action, and tomorrow we want to let you know it gets started at 3 p.m. Eastern. Kid Joseph, Booker T, Corey Graves will be on the call for the Great American Bash. Then it's Saturday night's main event at 10 p.m. Eastern on NBC, and of course the recap of Sam Megan.
The fuck? I wasn't even alive at that time, so.
Next Sunday.
Bye. Let the door. Oh, goodbye to you too. And don't let the door hit you on the way out. Okay, I'll humor your delusions. Can you leave now like you said you were instead of staying?
Will both be there under the same roof. That is next week on Smackdown. Cannot wait for that.
3 weeks away to SummerSlam.
Yeah, Randall's been here all day.
I know, he's been on the driveway. He's been.
All day. He's been here all day. All day.
Yesterday you were just hating.
Yeah, that's you. Hey, we don't need to be mean now. We don't need to be mean now. It's just a guy talking some crap for nothing because he's salty for nothing. So humor his delusion and just tell him to get out of here. You do realize I'm saying that you watch wrestling longer than he's gonna watch. Everybody in this chat can digress, but I'll let you talk your ass off. You're right about AEW, but you're wrong about everything else.
Well, the MFTs attack the massive Talatonga, wiping out the Samoan werewolf from one. Samoan Spike later set this up, a multi-person powerbomb through our announce desk, wiping Jacob Fatu out for the foreseeable future. Solo Sikoa's reascent to power is fully complete.
I love what was accomplished by General Manager Nick Aldis earlier tonight. To put this together, saying,
hey,
all right,
now I'm cute because really your hormones are kicking in.
Everything that's happening in just 24 hours, we'll do it.
You know
this is what we have as a main event.
You know who else loved it? I'm sure Seth freaking Rollins, because Seth freaking Rollins is going one-on-one.
What is that? Are those AirPods?
Risk-free night for Seth Rollins watching tomorrow night's opponent at Saturday night's main event. Perhaps get more here.
I know. What a turnout.
Now, of course, Jimmy Uso will be in action tomorrow night too against an opponent in this match.
And now he's spamming.
Shouldering some risk here tonight, unlike Alan Knight and Seth Rollins.
Wait, did that?
What are those?
Just have a little something extra on it.
Well, you're fighting your brother, little brother, older brother. You always put a little extra step on those shots.
she has some already.
Talk about just dropping Big Jim there. His little bro, the United
Because
States
the ones I have, they're
champ,
too chunky and they don't really sound that well anymore, so.
Roxanne now just 3 weeks away. The undisputed WWE Championship match. Cody Rhodes, John Cena.
Oh, I know this company. This is the Walmart company. This is a company I trust though. What does it mean when it does that? Is it Bluetoothing or something?
It's probably connected to her phone since she's been.
Oh, she's disconnected. How do I turn these off? Oh well, I'll figure out later.
The former Olympian, 2004, he represented Guam, was the nation's flag bearer in the opening ceremonies. He is an absolute powerhouse.
What did the yellow sea monkey said? It's not a racist joke, it's a SpongeBob joke. So, before people start bitching.
Main event Jey Usos in recent months.
Who won the solo fight? It's happening right now, my guy. And thanks for the compliments, but I don't need to search that. I don't need to search that hard.
Oh man, just destroyed. Get right into our announce desk, and now
these are just so my brother's friend and gave me some hand-me-down earbuds, and I had some cheap earbuds that I actually stole from a Family Dollar, but oops, I'm gonna get arrested. Oh well, but I stole a pair of earbud headphones from a Family Dollar, and they're not working very well anymore. So my brother's friend said that if I want, I can have theirs, and my brother gave them to me.
I'm terrified of the man. Massive shoulders too.
And these look way more louder and better than the ones I have now.
To the MFTs, the newly minted family of Solo Sokoa.
They'll never be anyway, because the Family Dollar that I stole it from is closed down now, and it's turned into an actually expanded part of a supermarket that was already across from there. So they'll never find me.
The Big Jim, whose hopes of victory.
Besides, it was only those sets of earbuds were only like $6, I think. That's why I sold them in the first place, because whenever I see something that cheap. Me and my brother always stole from that Family Dollar, no lie though, because I did steal a pair of sunglasses from Family Dollar too. And that was just a few cents.
The outside of the ring.
Jason Mateo wants to get the best of Big Jim.
I mean, looking at the state of Big Jim, I feel like anybody could get the best of him at this point.
Hi there. Good morning. It's not good morning here, but good morning.
Withstand on our announce desk.
Body has turned to jelly. There's nothing in the way of resistance, and now Jason Mateo, perhaps even more so, Solo Sikoa, can really soften up Solo's opponent before Saturday night's main event.
How many times?
That title defense. Got much easier than overall Big Jim.
Will he rally his way back into this?
Inches away from a tag.
He needs it badly.
I could never steal anything important and expensive. Yes, I would never steal anything important and expensive. But little bullshit like candy or chapstick or little cheap bullcrap ear headphones, fuck yeah, I'll steal it. Ooh, I'm gonna get arrested for like $5.
And I mean heated. Tag team battle as Solo Sikoa comes in.
In the end, I'll just say, fine, you caught me, take my money, now what?
For about 2 straight months, Solo Sikoa pleaded with Jimmy Uso, join my army. You can be part of this. I'm building something special. Well, Jimmy declined time and time again. And with that move, he may have bought himself a chance to get this tag to the megastar.
He is desperate to find his way to LA
What's the most expensive thing I ever stolen? Nothing, because I don't steal expensive things. I don't steal anything that's double digit at all. I only steal one digit stuff. But I hardly steal anymore because there's too many cameras and that makes me anxious. So I don't think I would have the guts to steal anymore. But Walmart couldn't give a damn about what you steal so long as it's not expensive.
The mockery started too soon from the tail, and there's the tag. Here it comes. The megastar. Heating things up here in Nashville. Feel the frenzy right here in this packed out arena.
Mateo tries to reverse things, sets it in the corner. Knight gets out of the way. Jumping neck breaker by the megastar.
Stole a car when you were 10 years old. That sounds hard to believe, but okay.
Went for the BFT, got sent back into the ropes. Mateo eats a boot. Solo Sikoa misses wildly. He forces
I stolen stuff in a car, like.
And look at the athleticism and power of Knight.
Like I stole my sister's straightening brush from her car, and she was stressing out because she she bought it 2 weeks ago, and then she's complaining of where did I put it? I'm like, I'm not sure, and then I just straightened my hair with it. And then she just then she was pouty about it. Then she was pouty about it for like 3 days, and then she's like, whatever, you can have it since you straighten your hair as much as me. So in the end, it all worked out. No, what? Why? I'll see the results by then, but anyway. I said I'll see them anyway because I ain't looking. I just be hearing about it and people talk about it. My friends talk about it too, so it's not my fault that my friends watched it before me. I took my sister's booster seat to see over the wheel and used oh damn ingenuity. Vendors are always giving me gifts to try to get my lost burned with this. I have a few different ear pods, but I don't think I ever opened them. Besides, I think I was only like 14 when I stole all the stuff that I named just now. So it's definitely been a while. But I don't think I could steal anything now, even if it is that cheap.
We simply don't have enough eyes.
Oh! Tonga just wrecks LA Knight when he was distracted by the Oracle.
Not a roll-up. You better watch it. Oh, that was so awesome. Not a fan, just helping him. That was so cool of her. Damn, that fan was strong. She looked like my size. Yeah, that fan just helped Jimmy Uso escape. I'm like, damn, she's strong. My size. She was a little thick though. This is amazing.
Well, the setup is in. This is going to be nasty for LA Knight.
Paul Heyman, you fake ass.
Seth Rollins' men have really done on the megastar tonight. This was always the danger in taking a matchup 24 hours before he faces Seth freaking Rollins, who presumably is tucked up nice and safe in Atlanta as well.
I wish that could have been me, but I would never steal Beats headphones. Those are expensive. Even like even if like $70 is fairly cheap for such high quality headsets or earpods, that's like that's where I would draw the line. I can't steal something worth that much.
Saturday night's main event live nationwide on NBC. LA Knight will have to gather himself. He's up against Seth Rollins.
That could be good, but that's a good job to like have, but it just can be like, a little hard to deal with. That would be just too stressful for me because
8 o'clock tomorrow night.
you're putting the fate of a child and a man or woman to free them. That's like, a lot of pressure. And that's the end of the show. It ended just how you expected. Yes, I am, but I had to. If I had a P.O. box, I would have you send them my way, but I don't. I'm not that big yet, and I won't be for a long time. But it is definitely hard, I would bet, to be a lawyer, and you have to be very smart to be a lawyer anyway. And like, to defend both good and bad sides, that can never be me. I have one side, and that's the good side. And if you're being bad, it's for a good cause. That's what I always like to believe. But it's never out of like, selfishness. What's my age? I am 24 years old, my guy. Yeah, but that's the end of the show, and we have a lot to get down to tomorrow. And I'm just going to keep it a little short and sweet because I told you I want to watch the cliffhanger episode of our, weekly show, The Shy. I highly recommend watching The Shy if you haven't, considered it. It's a very good black drama, one of the best ones I've watched, and definitely the most stressful. You don't really have to be smart. Really, you just have to have good work ethic. Yeah. I mean, I have good work ethic, but only the one that I have right now. If I were to work at a real establishment, I don't think I would last.
What I want?
Yes. My mom's excited that her #1 movie, Beverly Hills Cop, is finally on loop again. She'll just watch that movie on loop.
That's my go-to movie.
Isn't Pluto TV great, everyone? If you want the beats, thank you, but it's all right, man. I don't want to give my address away that easily. Even though, that's a secret right now. So later on, all in good time. Who won the solo fight? Unexpectedly, Jimmy Uso and LA Knight did because they won out of a roll-up, which says it right there that how meaningless this whole group is. But yeah. Once I feel comfortable. Once I feel comfortable enough to, have money for a P.O. box, I will open up one, but unfortunately, I don't think I qualified the standards of a P.O. box. Nobody's gonna finna send me free gifts right now, so it's all good. I don't need one right now. All in good time. But this is the show, and be sure to come back tomorrow. I'm going to be here at 3 o'clock again, watching Great American Bash first, and then later on tonight I'll do another stream for, Evolution. No, not Evolution. Guru Saturday Night Main Event. Yeah, at 8 o'clock I'll do another one after that. So I'm taking a day off tomorrow, and I'm going to be here for both streams, and I'll be here at 3 o'clock tomorrow in the afternoon to watch NXT Great American Bash, and we'll see, all the good ones, like Izzy Dame, and Tatum, Yoshiki, Obafemi, and Ethan Page and Ricky Saints. Those are all matches I'm looking forward to, and that's what we have in store for tomorrow, though. So I'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully Saturday Night Main Event will be as good as, like, you know, people, like, you know, think it'll be, because they're having a lot more matches on this Saturday Night Main Event than the rest that I've ever, like, you know, I've ever watched and stuff. So hopefully it's good. But thanks for watching, and we'll be here tomorrow. But I know for a fact that Saturday Night Main Event won't get copyrighted, though, because that's, like, you know, it's broadcasted on the NBC channel, and if it's broadcasted on the NBC channel, then it definitely won't get copyrighted. But Great American Bash, I don't think it will be up, like, you know, publicly that long. It'll be definitely be blocked. Great American Bash will be. So just be advised that Great American Bash might get blocked, so just watch it while you can. But Saturday Night Main Event will probably be safe to rewatch and restream. So that's just what I'm advising. But other than that, please join me tomorrow. And as always, links in the description on the website where to watch all of that tomorrow. So just bookmark that website and just go on the homepage, and you can see all the pay-per-views from any wrestling company you want. It's all on there. So if you really want to watch it yourself, it's all on there, and just click whatever server that's available. And as well, my donation links are in the description down below. Send me a coffee, or my cash tag is down below. Send me any money anytime if you want any, and all donations are accepted, and I appreciate all of them. So with that all said, bye, I love you, and remember, do it with idle energy. Bye. Let me just read that on the side notes, since I actually represented. Oh, that's cool. Tell me about it all tomorrow. But bye. I'm gonna go watch the Shy. Bye.